Hello everyone, my name is Simon and I'm here to explain what is EHR. Before we get started, I just want to say EHR is very important to the healthcare industry and can really change everything going on to the future. But before we get started in that, let's do a quick Google search. So on Google, it says that EHR is an electronic health record. And an electronic health record is the systematic collection of patient and population electrically stored health information in a digital format. First, let's get into how our information is actually stored, which there are two ways: a cloud storage, which we cannot see, and one we can see, which is a hard drive. And I have one with me right now. This is a hard drive that holds 1,000 gigabytes or 1 terabyte. That's a lot of information. Next, we can either hold 15 iPhones, which hold around 64 gigabytes. And finally, we have this, a flash drive, which can hold around 10 gigabytes and is 100 of these hard drives. Now that we know how our patient information is stored, let's talk about where it is stored. And on screen, you will see a server room. This is very important because it used to look like this, a room full of paper where you wouldn't know exactly where somebody's information would be. It would only be stored in alphabetical order, and it would take forever to find anyone's patient file. Now, let's ask the question, why is EHR important? Well, I interned at a company that uses EHR in its core function, and that company is Bayada Home Health. So, how exactly does Bayada use EHR to help their patients? It's very easy. Our EHR system is CellTrack, and the people who use CellTrack are our field agents. Our field agents are CNAs or certified nursing assistants, and when they use CellTrack, it actually tells them where our patient's house is because we provide home care. So in CellTrack, it has a guideline of exactly what our patient wants for care. If they want a bath, it tells them that. What kind of prescriptions they take, it tells them that. And our CNAs can also do errands depending on what kind of services you ask for. That kind of thing is actually given to our CNAs, and they're required by law not to discuss this information. So, what laws are actually protecting your information? Well, everybody knows what is HIPAA. And HIPAA is the Health Insurance Probability and Accessibility Act. This act actually protects mine and your information from being leaked into the public, and it is backed by the federal government. There are actually millions of companies that use EHR. And a second company that you guys can reference is Thrive Pediatrics, which actually mostly works on children who are 18 and younger who have a mental disability. Let's get into our last example. As we know, everyone receives a vaccine, whether that may be measles, whether that may be rabies, and of course now COVID. Well, each vaccine has some substance of egg, and everybody has some allergic reaction. More so children as well. Many children do not know what they are allergic to. So, a heavy adapted EHR system can tell us what kind of allergies that child may have and prevent an accident from happening. Generally speaking, it takes around 4 hours for some type of symptom to develop after receiving a vaccine. That's a lot of time. Let's prevent those accidents from happening. Now, let's jump in to our next segment where Jacey talks about digital files versus paper files.
Hello, my name is Jacey Sadler. Today I'll be talking about paper files versus digital files. First, what is a paper file? A paper file is a chronological way of ordering important files, sometimes by color coding, numeric, alphabetical. Paper files can be stored in a folder, case, or a cabinet. A paper file is just an orderly way of keeping a collection of paper or records in a certain file. Next, what is a digital file? A digital file is a digital or computer file that stores information that is available on a software program. A digital file is basically a speedy and efficient computerized system made for important documents. Important documents can be found by just a click of a mouse or a certain key. Next, what are the pros and cons of paper files versus digital files? First, we're going to start by talking about paper files. A pro for a paper file is it can't be deleted. A paper file can't be deleted unlike a digital file. Paper files sometimes makes more sense to have a hard copy because digital files you can delete easily. A paper file is on a hard copy, so there's no way it can be deleted. But a con for a paper file is it can get lost. Someone could easily misplace the document or it can simply just get destroyed. Next, digital files. A pro is access. You can access a digital file faster than a paper file. Like paper files, you have to search and look for. Electronic documents have two huge advantages, such as retrieval and access. You can access a digital file faster than a paper file with just one click. The file is already up in seconds. Paper files, you must search manually or often by memory, like I said. Electronic files can be retrieved using keywords included either in the file name or the content, no matter where the document is located. Simply, technology makes it easier to turn your paper documents into digital files that can be stored more efficiently and accessed from anywhere. A con is viruses. Just like any computer or electronic, the computer system can get a virus which can cause the documents to go missing or simply mess up. Next, types of paper files. There are documents, worksheets, and databases. Types of digital files include program files, data files, and graphic files.